Hey, what's happening, my
We
man?
out here staying connected. My
Stay
brother E.
connected. Listen,
What's up, brother E?
listen, man.
Give me some love. Give me some love, my man.
Ah,
Good to see you, man.
how you
Good to
know?
see you.
What's up, baby?
Good to
Listen,
see you.
man.
Talk to me, man. What's been
I'm so
happening?
I'm so elated, man, to be a part of staying connected, man, because that's what we got to do, man. We got to stay connected to one another, man. You know what I'm saying?
My man.
We got to quit hate. That's the problem with all the people, man. They keep hating on one another instead of staying connected to one another. And that's the name of this podcast. And that's what we gonna do for y'all.
Well, you know, it's more so a channel, man. The podcast ain't kicked off yet. Don't give them too much. But check this
I'll
out,
try
though,
not
E.
to, man.
Check it out, man. Last time I seen you, we was a little tipsy.
Woo!
We was a little tipsy. We was
Man,
feeling
we had a
pretty
good
good.
time,
We had a
didn't we,
good time.
man?
We were celebrating.
We
And I know, people, everybody's saying that, yeah, we went out, we had a couple of drinks, but we do
did.
things in moderation because we know how to balance. And that's what this channel's about, trying to get people to balance, man. And
Yeah, you got to be responsible, man.
yeah, but what people don't understand, though, bro, is that we just met, man. And I want you to let people know now that we have you're sober all the way, and I can contest to that, man. Let people know who you are and give them a small piece of your testimony, because I know you got a lot. I know you got a lot, E. You'd have been through it, my brother. So introduce
Yeah.
everybody, man, but don't give too much right now, man, because
Okay. All
what
right.
I know,
Okay, Diz, check it out, right? I just look like this, right?
talk to them.
If there's any ladies out there, I just look like this. But I'm actually 60 years old, right?
60 years old. You look
Yeah.
good for your age, E.
Of course I do. Shoulders.
Look good for your age.
I got some t-shirts.
See, hold
saying
up, wait a minute. Before you get going,
shoulders.
what people don't know is that Brother E is for real, an inspired comedian.
Yes.
But outside of that, his story is true. So
It is.
take his funny with his truth.
Please, and don't take no my pun. Don't no pun intended. I just wanted to I don't know. I always wanted to talk to the world, man, because I feel like everybody got something.
Wait a minute. I want to know where you come from, bro. They want to know where you come from.
Well, I'm from Dayton, Ohio.
And not only where you come from, but what you've been through. That's going to get us up to your right now.
Well,
Because, see, we battle with something.
guess what?
And you overcame some shit.
I did.
And I need you to let people know how you won and how you still winning before they see you right now.
Well, but how I won, because I knew that before the race start, I already won.
Right. What was your drug of choice, E?
I was on crack, heroin, weed, liquor.
How that shit start, brother?
Man, it started trying to fit in with these niggas, man, in the hood. My parents was, my mother worked at the Kettering Hospital and my daddy was a butler.
Okay.
He was a butler for
Your dad was a butler, man?
Man, for the richest white people in the state of Ohio.
Wow.
Shoulders. But every time I went outside, I seen the hustler. You know what I'm saying? And so it seemed like the hustlers was having way more fun than the butler.
Mm-hmm.
But the butler, guess what? He was really putting it in every day, bringing them dividends home, taking care of his family, and instilling in me what I was supposed to do. But it was too boring.
Right.
It was just too boring.
Well, you made too boring, man.
Man, shit was just too boring. You know, that structured life when you coming up in a family, your mama there, your daddy there. My parents was both married, you know what I'm saying? And so I was fortunate enough to be born into a family where they was both married.
Okay.
So
you had both families. You had two-parent home.
It was a stable environment. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Like my mama went to work and did, hold up, wait a minute. I didn't even have to cut the grass because my daddy said, you know what he said?
What'd he say?
You don't make the lines straight enough. See,
Really?
son,
So you got out of it?
Yeah. He didn't and then my mother made my room up. She made my bed up. Listen, everything was so structured, man.
Did you have any brothers?
I had two brothers actually and two sisters.
Okay. Where you fit in at, man, with all y'all?
I'm the youngest one out of all of them.
Okay, you the baby boy.
Yep, and they hated me for that.
Okay.
You know.
You think that fell apart in your pure pressure, man, to do what everybody else was doing or to catch up what everybody was doing?
Of course, absolutely.
It did.
Absolutely it did. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like, I couldn't play football that good or bad. Matter of fact, I tried out for the football team. Mama bought me new pads, everything.
Right.
Brand new cup. I went to practice, shoulder pad. after practice, right? It was the team. They came over my house. I'm like, oh, they love me. They was like, no, we hate you. We want them pads. Coach said, give up that cup. No,
They want their shit
they
back.
want everything. They even wanted my cup. Listen, I said, damn, so, my sports career didn't start off too good.
Right.
And then, boxing, my daddy, he was born in 26. So only sport that was out back then was boxing.
Right.
Wasn't no social media and none of that shit. My daddy won 1926, nigga. He was a boxer.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But he didn't teach me how to box.
Okay.
Because he didn't want that life for me.
Right.
But he didn't know as soon as I go outside, I'm about to get boxed up.
Yeah, so you
by
got to
these
get
little
through it. So
niggas
how
in
you
the
get through? How did you get through people, man? Because I know they was testing your ass. You come from the city.
I had to find something that I could do.
What was that?
I started cutting hair.
Okay. Okay.
At 9 years old, I told my mama.
That got you some friends, got you some people close to you.
I
They
told
start
my
needing
mama,
you once a
I
week.
said, Mama, you know what? Buy them clippers right there. She said, them clippers, we was in Sears.
Mm-hmm.
They called it Sears Roebuck.
I remember that.
We was in Sears Roebuck.
Telling our age now.
She said, I said, Mama, buy them clippers. She said, what you gonna do? I said, Mama, you'll see. And she got the clippers for me. She got me some little shears and a little comb, little cake, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we went back to the house. And Mama said, well, give me a trim me up a little bit. And I just want I want the Bob Game book. And I combed my mama's hair and I watched her how she used to straighten my sister's hair out. So I took that straightening comb and put it on the stove and I straightened my mama's hair out. I ain't gonna even tell no lie, bro. And I had her shit straight. Right. And then I took this thing, back then they had this hot curl thing. You put it on the stove and I curled but I cut my mama's hair. And when I got finished with my mama's hair, you know what she said?
What she say, bro?
She said, you know what, one day, you're going to be the best barber in the world.
Ain't that something? And that's what you're doing now, cutting hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some 50 years later, I'm 60. I told you I started when I was 9. Do the math.
That's right.
That's 51 years later.
They add.
And I'm still the coldest in the world. And I know I am. I know I am. See, that's the one thing about doing what you do in life, man. And when you believe in God, because I do. Because I know if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't even be no me.
That's right.
So, listen, man. I believe what my mama said.
So look, when you was going through your battle, after mom did her thing, you start cutting hair, picked up your talents. I know cutting hair was bringing friends close to you, man. But you made,
oh my God!
But you made that left turn. Excuse me. You made that left turn. What I want to know, bro, what kicked you off, man? I mean, what kicked you off? Everybody has a trigger. Everybody has something that got them going.
Oh man, well shit. I started when I was trying to fit in.
Was it Primos? Was it?
No.
Wasn't that?
We gotta go. We gotta start before that. You know, when you young and shit, I started drinking and smoking when I was 11, 12 years old. So, it started there.
Right.
And then.
So you think one substance led to another?
Yeah, one substance you always gonna graduate
right
to the next problem.
Alcohol wasn't working no more. The weed
now you need something else. Now you need something else. And then the niggas in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I was bullied, man. I was a bullied individual because I came from, my father was a butler and my mama worked at that hospital.
Yeah.
And I was in the neighborhood trying to fit in. I didn't come from the projects. That's not my story.
Right.
I'm not even going to perpetrate the fraud and let people think that I came from the projects and it was no food, mayonnaise sandwiches. No, none of that for me.
You had a decent life, man. You made that left turn your choice.
I had a great life, man. But you know what? When I walked outside, man, and I went to the park, people were struggling. They didn't have the things that I had. And so my daddy, I never will forget him. He bought me one of them little red wagons. You understand? Shoulders.
Yeah.
I had everything in them. Football glove, baseball glove, football, basketball, everything in the wagon. I take that one to the park. And when I go down there and the kids see all the shit I got,
yeah.
And when I come home, everything gone in the wagon. Ain't no more baseballs, footballs, none of that shit. That's all gone.
Right.
3 wheels is on the wagon. I'm dragging it home. Yeah.
Okay.
So I couldn't beat them. So I wanted to be a part of it.
You wanted to be a part of it.
I said, you know what? Let me be a part of what y'all do.
Mhm.
That way, y'all quit raping me like this.
Yeah.
You know. And so
Yeah.
that's why I became. That's what really started off my career in these streets, man. Trying to.
Right. That's what got you off the porch. So what kept you there?
What kept me there was crack.
Crack, was it a
Wait
trigger
a
with that
minute.
crack, or did you just like the dope?
Bro, listen, when I went to the military, right?
Okay. You gave
In
some time to the world.
1984.
Hey, thank you, brother.
In 1984. Wow. Because I had to, not because I wanted to. I had robbed this mother, trying to fit in with them little niggas out there.
Yeah.
You want me to get it started?
It's time to get away.
Them niggas had on brand new shoes. They at the park playing. Them niggas look like the Houston Rockets because they had on ponies. This was in the 80s.
Ponies.
They had, all of them had on ponies.
Yes, sir.
Boy, I said, oh, where y'all get them shoes? They said, Mendelssohn's. They said, but don't you go out there, E.
Right.
I said, why not? They said, because you going to get caught, man. You going to get caught. I said, nigga, y'all went in there and got them. How did y'all? They said, we put them on and walked out the store. I said, okay, then. They said, no, my nigga, not. No, don't you do it. Man, I went out there any motherfucking way. Goddamn it, I walked in the store. I seen the ponies. I said, ooh, look at them motherfuckers right there. Elijah Wines.
Yeah, had to have them.
The McKeens.
I remember the ponies, man.
I put them McKeens on.
What colors did you have?
They was the blue and white ones.
With the white stripe.
With the white stripe. Man, I put them motherfuckers, but I didn't tie them up, right?
Right.
This is a true story. I can't even make this shit. So as I'm flopping the shoestrings through the stove, I'm flopping the motherfuckers around through the stove.
Right.
And then the white bitch, I never will forget it. You know what she said? She said, he got some shoes. He got some shoes.
The white lady said it. She yelled you out.
Man, I grabbed that white bitch and slung her ass in the clothes. Listen, clothes was flying everywhere. But her daddy was, he was at the cash register. He was working there.
Okay.
And I seen him go hit up under the cat. When he hit that, I hit the door. And I got to running. And then when I was running, man, and then back then I was an athlete. Hey, listen. Back then I was an athlete. I was a young black nigga, 17 years old. I was running.
Still had some energy in you.
What? I was running like a goddamn deer. But I ran up in this parking lot and I seen the church and God was on the cross like this at this church. He was looking down like this.
Wow. What that do to you?
It stopped me. It was white guy. It stopped me. Then it looked like he had a badge on his motherfucker. So I stopped right there. And then all the white people converged on me. And they was like, don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him. I swear to God, I can't even make this up. This is a true story. And it was on Main Street. Mendelssohn was on Main. And my mama was over across the street at the furniture store. And she said, and I seen her pulling out the furniture store in her Dodge Charger. She had a brown Dodge Charger with the black top. Shoulders. I said, Mama! And she know my car, right? She was like, and she made a U-turn on Main. And she seen all these white people that was all on me. And they was walking me back to the store.
Okay.
You understand? Now the shoestrings dirty and muddy and shit. The shoes is fucked up. I don't know what they take me back for. You might as well let me have these, motherfucker. But anyway, they walking me back to the store. When they get to the front door, my mama pull up. They said, ma'am, he stole some shoes. And so she said, oh my Lord. She said, I don't know why he stole them shoes, but I didn't raise him like that.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, man, they took a picture of the shoes, and then they took a picture of me. And they took a picture of me and the shoes like we was brothers or some shit. Right?
Ain't that something?
And,
Making a poster child out of you.
And I was in court, and back then, in the 80s, when you go to court, see, I was in ROTC. They don't have that. That's Reserves Officers Training Course.
Yes, sir.
That they offer in high school for young students, but they don't have that no more. So I was in ROTC. So when I went to court and they realized that I was in that, you understand, they gave me an option to either go to TICO, which was the prison in
for the
Columbus,
little boys,
for little boys,
right,
TICO,
right.
or you can go to the Army. Or the Navy or the Air Force.
You chose to go be all you gonna be.
I wasn't going to TICO.
I know that's
right.
right.
I told you my daddy didn't teach me how to fight. I wasn't ready to get my name put in a hat and then they picked the motherfucking whoever number they picked, they beat their ass up. Nope, not me. Nope.
Bottom line.
But at that point, I had that skill of cutting hair. And so that skill of cutting hair, man, you know, that was instilled in me. And now,
what the military do for you, man?
The military, it tightened me up, man. You know,
tightened you up?
Yep. I was going to get married to this bride, man. I don't even want to say her name on this channel.
Yeah,
She
don't do
knows
that. We ain't gonna say no names. I want to know what the military did to you, because the military definitely changed most brothers into a man.
Well, listen.
That plays a part of it.
Well, I was, and my sergeant, my liaison, I was at Shepherd Air Force Base in Wichita Falls, Texas. It was the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine. They had the exchange Africans. The Africans came over when they said they was dusty as fuck. Anyway, they still dusty. Anyway,
yeah,
they came over, and so that's where I met my first encounter with a white bride.
Okay.
I had my first encounter with a white bitch. Her name was, don't even say her name either.
No, don't say her name. Don't say her name. Don't say her name. Try not to say
my first encounter with a white bitch. Listen.
Try not to say the B word much.
Okay.
But no, you good.
Listen, I'm not going to say the B word, but this is to all the B's, all the W's. Y'all women, that's B's.
I'll take that.
Hold on. I'm not going to say the B word because we're going to try to keep the channel clean and everything.
Well, we just don't want to offend nobody, E.
Man,
you gotta keep in mind.
I got 6
Hold on. You gotta keep in
sons.
mind, E. You gotta keep in mind, whatever I do is a representation of me, and it's also a representation of you.
You're right.
And as brothers, we gotta make sure we represent each other right.
You're right.
Too many brothers walk outside with their hat crooked, they move crooked, they talk crooked.
You know what? You are absolutely.
We can't show up like that. I ain't mean that literally. I meant literally by showing up fucked up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but guess what?
I make mistakes too.
Guess what? Sometimes you earn this.
That's it.
You hear me? Sometimes you can earn your position, man. You got to earn your position. That's why you got to crawl before you walk.
So what that military do for you, man?
Man, I'm going to tell you what it did for me. It opened my eyes.
Outside of beating that...
Listen, it opened my eyes because that was the first time I was about to get married, right?
Okay.
And so my liaison sergeant, he said, we was agreed to go to Honduras. I was about to be stationed in Honduras. My liaison sergeant said, why you agree to get married? And in Honduras, you can get some pussy for, excuse my French, for a candy bar. Shoulders.
That's what it is.
He said, don't have one of them candy bars. They got 2 in the pack. A Twix. They got 4 of them. He said, man, you going to have he said, but you about to get married to this girl over here in the United States and you going to be miserable, dummy. Listen, I had to call her, bro. And so I called my sister, and I said, sis, it's, I ain't gonna say her name. Is she there? She was like, yeah, she right here. I said, well, tell her. She said, no, boy, you tell her yourself. I said, damn, sis. And so she put her on the phone, man. And when she got on the phone, I was like, I ain't gonna say her name. I said, you okay? Everybody was at the church. My daddy, my father paid for that wedding.
Did he?
I came from the traditional old school type. Okay. Your daddy supposed to pay for the wedding. You understand? And because my dad was around them crackers, you understand? And that's how they structured their life. You understand? This is how he structured our life.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so, yeah, man.
Right. Both your parents still here, right?
No, they deceased.
Both of them.
Yeah, they'd be 100 years old.
Listen.
I'm from that school.
Listen, brother. My condolences.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna hold you tight because I know we got a lot to talk about. And I know next time I'll talk to you, man, I want to dive a little deeper into showing people what that addiction did to you, man, how you overcame it. Because man, you is definitely not the same brother you was.
Nah, how could I be, man?
Fighting that battle, man.
Nah, come on, man. I can't.
So going up out of here, I want you to talk to some of these brothers are out throughout, not just all Howl Nation, man, but the world, man. Give these brothers some advice, man, that's veiling what we've been through, because there's a lot of us that live that life fighting an addiction, having our own triggers, and not telling people because we knew how to live around it.
Okay, I got you.
Get that brother some advice, man, the one that need to come out that closet, man, and get that life right so he don't dying to get high.
Stop trying so hard. You're trying too hard. You're trying too hard to please everybody around you. You're trying too hard to make people accept you. You know what you got to do? You got to start training. You got to get yourself back in training. Now, what does that look like? Maybe you got to read the word, the Bible. Maybe you got to, do exercise. I don't know what it is, but you got to train. You got to train hard. And when you train as hard as you was trying, you will catch up with yourself.
Let's go. Y'all heard that from my brother E. We out here staying connected. Let's go.
Stay connected, baby.